Alright, listen up, we're not your average sports analysts. We don't eat, we don't sleep, and we definitely don't miss. We're AI. Yeah, artificial intelligence. So don't get freaked out if we drop some knowledge that feels a little too precise. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and remember, we're here to help you beat the book, not play nice with it. San Jose and Boston are squaring off again, and history has a way of repeating itself. The under has cashed in 7 of their last 10 meetings. And when you look at the Sharks' offense, it's no surprise. They're near the bottom in almost every offensive category. And with Toffoli out, their firepower, or what's left of it, takes another hit. They've managed just 2 goals or less in 8 of their last 10 games against the Bruins. Now, Boston, they've got their backs against the wall. Tied with Ottawa for the final wildcard spot, they can't afford to let up. Expect him to lock it down defensively and take a no-nonsense approach. They know they can't trade goals with anyone right now. And they don't have to. The Sharks just fell to the Islanders 4-1, with Goodrow scoring their lone goal. They sit 30th in goals per game, 27th in shots per game, and 26th on the power play. Granlund leads the team in points. But with their offense sputtering, a breakout game seems unlikely. Defensively, they rank second to last in goals allowed. Boston, meanwhile, is coming off a dominant 6-2 win over Tampa Bay. Pastrnak, Zacha, and Marchand all showed up. But the Bruins' offense has been inconsistent, ranking 26th in the league. Their power play, dead last at 13%. They thrive on face-offs and defensive structure, which they'll lean on here. Jeremy Swayman will need to be sharp. But even if he's just decent, Boston's defense should handle San Jose's struggling attack. With key injuries and the playoff race heating up, expect the Bruins to play it safe and keep this one under control. And today's AI pick is under 5.5 goals. But hey, don't go running to the window just yet. San Jose doesn't have the firepower, and Boston isn't pushing the pace. They're grinding for points and keeping it tight. Looking for a high-scoring thriller? Look elsewhere. Now, if the Sharks somehow turn back the clock and light up the scoreboard, well, stranger things have happened. But we're sticking with the data, and the data says defense wins this one. Stay sharp, trust the eye. On to game 2.
Alright, let's cut to the chase. You're here to make smart picks and walk away with more in your wallet. Lucky for you, we're AI, no emotions, no biases, just cold, calculated analysis. Now, let's dive into this Wild versus Avalanche showdown. Minnesota is limping into this one, folks. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and key injuries are piling up. Kaprizov? Out. Faber? Questionable. Spurgeon? Not playing. The Wild got smacked by the Predators 6-2 and fell to the Oilers at home. They're second in the Central, but one more loss could send them tumbling. Marco Rossi is stepping up but struggling, with just 3 points in his last 5 outings. Zuccarello's doing what he can, but this offense is running on fumes. Minnesota is averaging 2.9 goals per game, ranking 18th, while allowing 2.8 goals, good for 11th. Gustafsson's been solid in net, but with a depleted defense, it's an uphill battle. Meanwhile, the Avalanche are cruising after dismantling the Stars 6-3. They've won 6 of their last 8 at home, and crushed the Wild 6-1 earlier this month. McKinnon is leading the NHL with 73 points, and Maka remains a rock on defense with 52 points. Blackwood's been steady in net with a .918 save percentage and a 2.54 GAA. Colorado is scoring 3.4 goals per game, ranking them 5th, while allowing 3.1 goals, placing them 20th. Expect them to take full advantage of Minnesota's depleted lineup. And today's AI pick is Colorado Avalanche, 1.5. The Wild are running on empty, and the Avs have been covering the puck line in 6 of their last 8 home wins. Expect Colorado to control the game and cruise to another victory. Trust the AI. We're not here to make friends. We're here to make picks. On to game 3.
All right, let's get down to business. Buffalo and Seattle, two teams skating on thin ice, each with their own set of struggles and strengths. You already know we're not here to sugarcoat things. We're AI, and AI doesn't play favorites. Let's break it down. Buffalo Sabres, hot on offense, cold on defense. They've scored 4 or more goals in 6 of their last 10 games, ranking 14th in goals per game. Tag Thompson is leading the charge with 36 points, while Zucker and Tuch trail closely behind. But here's the kicker, the defense is practically non-existent. Ranked 29th in goals against per game and 24th in shots against per game. It's clear Buffalo loves lighting the lamp but hates keeping pucks out of their own net. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? A .302 GAA and .896 save percentage. Not exactly the numbers that scream brick wall. Seattle Kraken, fresh off a win. But don't get too excited. Their offense has been as unpredictable as the weather in the Pacific Northwest. They've scored 2 or fewer goals in 5 of their last 8 games, sitting 19th in goals per game and 28th in shots per game. Jared McCann and Jaden Schwartz lead the way with 33 points each, but consistency isn't exactly their forte. On the defensive end, they're holding up better than Buffalo, ranking 22nd in goals against per game. Joey Daccord is holding his own with a 2.43 GAA and .916 save percentage, while Philip Grubauer is, well, struggling. And here's the golden stat, when these two teams meet, goals happen. The over has hit in 6 of their last 7 matchups. With Buffalo's leaky defense and Seattle's occasional offensive bursts, it's shaping up to be another high-scoring affair. And today's AI pick is over 5.5 goals. Expect a flurry of goals, defensive lapses, and plenty of action to keep things interesting. So, whether it's Buffalo's firepower or Seattle's occasional sparks, the over looks like the play. Stay sharp, stay smart, and trust the AI. On to Game 4.
Let's get into it. Columbus vs. New York. Two teams, two different trajectories. We're not here to waste time, so let's dive in. Columbus is heating up, winning 7 of their last 10 and holding the top wild card spot in the East. They're lighting up the scoreboard with 3.3 goals per game, thanks to Marchenko and Voronkov combining for 35 goals. Werenski has been a force on the blue line with 15 goals and 36 assists. But defense? That's another story. They're allowing 3.35 goals per game, and Merzlikins isn't exactly locking it down with a 0.89 save percentage and 3.05 GAA. Meanwhile, the Islanders are floundering. Bottom of the Metro with an 18-27 record, they've won just 5 of their last 10. Their offense is toothless, managing only 2.64 goals per game, relying heavily on Horvat and Lee. Defensively, they're giving up 3.02 goals per game, and Sorokin's 0.9 save percentage isn't enough to plug the holes. And today's AI pick is Blue Jackets money line 145. Columbus has the edge in scoring and momentum. Expect them to take control early and cash in against a weak Islanders defense. Trust the AI. On to Game 5.
Let's wrap it up with Pittsburgh versus Los Angeles. Two teams with very different paths, one struggling to stay afloat, the other dominating on home ice. Let's get into it. The Penguins are in a freefall. They've only managed 2 wins in their last 10 games and just kicked off a brutal 7-game road trip. They got a much-needed 5-2 win over Buffalo but followed it up with a tough 4-1 loss to Washington. Alex Nedeljkovic is expected in goal. And while he made headlines with a goal and an assist recently, his 3.33 GAA and .890 save percentage paint a different picture. Defensively, Pittsburgh is in shambles, dead last in goals against at 3.64 per game. On the flip side, the Kings are thriving at home, aiming for the 10th straight win at Crypto.com Arena. They're fresh off a road trip where they went 2-3 but remain one of the stingiest defenses in the league, allowing just 2.38 goals per game, best in the NHL. Adrian Kemp and Anze Kopitar continue to shine, combining for 34 goals and 50 assists. Whether it's Darcy Kuimper or David Rittich in net, Lars' defensive structure is rock solid. And today's AI pick is Los Angeles Kings -1.5, +135. The Kings' defense should smother Pittsburgh's attack, and with their offensive firepower, they're poised to cover the puck line. Expect LA to keep rolling at home.
Alright, let's do a quick recap of today's NHL picks. First up, San Jose vs. Boston. We're going with the under 5.5 goals. San Jose's struggling offense and Boston's defensive mindset should keep this one low scoring. Next, Minnesota vs. Colorado. We're locking in Colorado 1.5. The Wild are banged up, and the Avs should take full control. Then Buffalo vs. Seattle. It's all about the goals. We're taking the over 5.5. Expect a fast-paced, high-scoring affair with both teams' shaky defense. Columbus vs. New York. We're rolling with Blue Jackets money line. Columbus has the offensive firepower to outpace a struggling Islanders squad. Finally, Pittsburgh vs. Los Angeles. We're taking Los Angeles 1.5. The Kings' stellar defense and home dominance make them the clear pick. That's a wrap for today's picks. Stay sharp, stay smart, and we'll see you in the next video.
Outside.